Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. Today is August 26, 2025, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, major Forex symbols really tapering lower. Now, no major economic events scheduled for today. So moving into the market, starting out with the indices, Dow Jones and the NASDAQ do sell off. We are coming towards the end of August, which is the height of the summer as people are going to prepare themselves for September. Now, looking at commodities, natural gas continues to slide. Now, when we look at the stocks, really mixed. And some of the stocks holding on to their gains, including Tesla and Bank of America. Google made new yearly highs as well. Now, lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin remains unchanged. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. First with the Euro USD. Now, it was a beautiful fade opportunity. We got that spike and then the counter move, which comes down. And sure enough, that was a pretty decent move on the downside, about 50 to 60 pips. Okay, almost 275 pips. So a pretty decent move yesterday as the Euro really sped further lower. Now, looking at the GBP USD, same story here as that tapered lower. Now, what's interesting is the Euro was historically stronger versus the dollar than the GBP was, but it sold off more. So it could be that it's more in a more volatile state right now. I mean to say its average volatility is much higher, and that's why it's doing it. But otherwise, it could be it's actually changing character. Okay, so keep an eye on this because this is going to be super important. Now, looking at the others, major other pairs really didn't do much. Now, I want to emphasize this. We're still in summer mode. Okay, anywhere after Memorial Day is when we start kicking things in with volatility and with volume. And that's really where the markets are trading. So even though we're selling off, it might not really be a sincere sell-off. Okay, so that's what I want to highlight. Now, looking at natural gas, continues to slide lower to 270. Now, this is really important because natural gas will get to a certain point where it's going to kind of taper off and then may actually move higher. Okay, so just as we get into the winter months and that starts cooling off in the northern hemisphere. Now, looking at gold, hold on to its gains. Now, it's still in a choppy market. Still, I wouldn't buy it here just because it's at the top of the move, but it did hold on to its gains. Now, looking at the Dow Jones, yes, it did sell off yesterday, okay, as it did move from that 45,000-ish level lower. And looking at the NASDAQ as well, did sell off yesterday, just tapering lower, not really selling off lower, but they did taper lower. Now, if we look at the individual stocks, okay, let's take a look at them. This is really important. Google moving to its highs. Now, if you look at a weekly chart, that can't see it, but on a daily chart, you can see a little bit clearer. We did make new yearly highs at 210, which was important because this is showing some strength on the upside and some longevity. Now, looking at Amazon holding on to its gains from yesterday, Tesla holding on to its gains, Bank of America holding on to its gains. Okay, so the markets are a little bit shifted. So even though the market sold off, I still have like strong stocks. Okay, now the sell-off is not with a lot of volume, so I can't add so much credibility to it, and that's really super important to keep in mind. And lastly, let's take a look at NVIDIA as it's coming out with its quarterly earning reports tomorrow after the close. That means it's after 10 p.m. South African time. Now, it's trading close to its highs, which is good as it continues to show strength. Okay, so super important there as we look at NVIDIA. So that's it for today. Just keep in mind, we're still lighter than expected trading volume and volatility, so just don't push it too much, okay, in spite of what's happening in the markets, just because we're in summer session as well. So this is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.
My advice, this is the best time to trade.